episode of the Creative Juggle Joy podcast. I'm Kaylie. In this episode, I'm going to be talking about something that's been rattling the handmade and art community lately. Etsy's latest algorithm changes. If you've been selling on Etsy or even just hanging around creative Facebook groups, you've probably seen the words, my shop views have tanked, or my sales have dropped, or I have had no sales this month. More times than you can count. And you're not imagining it. There's been a huge downturn across Q3 and into Q4 2025 since Etsy rolled out what a load of creators are now calling the brain rot AI algorithm. It's prioritizing engagement and machine learning predictions over keywords we're using. Previous keywords aren't as effective, and your listings could be shown against things that are really not relevant. And that's why a lot of shops that were thriving for years have suddenly dropped off the search and are struggling for sales. Today, we're talking about how to protect your creative income when the platforms move the goalposts, how to diversify without burning out, and how to market what you make, no matter where you sell. Why depending on Etsy alone is so risky. Right now, thousands of handmade and digital sellers are feeling the sting. This new AI search behavior has caused a noticeable dip in views and sales for artists and makers worldwide. And here's the truth. When your entire business lives on a rented platform like Etsy, you're at the mercy of someone else's experiment. Fees go up, visibility drops without warning, and policy changes can wipe you out overnight. I'm not telling you to ditch Etsy. It's great. It still has a massive audience and is brilliant for discovery and great for startup for beginners. But you need control and optional routes. You use Etsy for reach, not dependency. Where else can you sell your art and creations? I get this a lot, and there isn't any one size fits all. Let's talk about some options because there are loads of them, whether you're a handmade seller, an artist, or a digital designer. I've grouped these by category so you can see what fits your business best. Print on demand and physical product platforms. These are great if you want to design once and have the printing, packaging, and shipping handled for you. This can be Zazzle. Zazzle is a great alternative for Etsy. They're very more into the gift giving and custom. It's very custom based, so you can create your designs even within Zazzle itself and have your customers customize their design. So let's say you create a design and leave space for that person to add their name or a year. That is really great, and Zazzle is great for doing that. There's been plenty of people that have seen great success on Zazzle, and sometimes even see consistent results and sales from that platform. But it's still a rented space, so bear that in mind. You can have a few stores as long as it doesn't stretch you. Then there's also GoImagine, which is US only at the moment. The pros, it's ethical alternatives to Etsy, its profits go to charity, and it focuses on genuine handmade. But the cons, it has a smaller buyer audience than Etsy right now, and it's limited to sellers in the US. Let's just go back to the pros. It's super easy setup. You can link directly from your socials or your bio page. It's brilliant for card designers, pattern artists, illustrators, and people who want to get their art and graphics onto products and where they don't have to keep inventory. But the cons, the marketplace style means competition is high, so keywords and visuals do matter, just like with Etsy. For card creators specifically, I have come across a few that my client Dolores, who's the co-host of this podcast, her students have used the likes of Card Isle, that's what she teaches, Greeting Card Universe, and Thoughtful, which is more UK based. are great platforms to get your feet wet in that income stream. If you want to learn more about card designing, you can take Dolores's 5 in 5 card a day challenge, which is brilliant, and it'll walk you through how to get started and how to sell on these platforms. The pros, these are card-focused marketplaces. So they're fantastic for exposure if you've got a niche or seasonal range. But the cons, like Card Isle, doesn't allow outbound links. And I believe that's what Lisa Martin in our previous guest episode repurposed a lot of her card designs onto Zazzle products, where she can link from Zazzle to social posts and the site. Then there's also website builders like art storefronts, which is purpose built for fine artists and photographers. You get integrated print fulfillment, marketing automations, email tools, analytics. It looks professional from day one. The cons, it is a higher monthly cost, I believe, and setup fee. So it is best for those treating art as a serious long-term business. And you also have the likes of Shopify as a website builder. Pros, it's the most polished all-in-one store builder with endless apps and print-on-demand connections you can use. Perfect if you want to scale and create a branded store shopfront. It is built for e-commerce. But the cons, monthly fees and a small learning curve as well. And it can get costly with the apps that you have to integrate to get it to how you want it to look and feel. Dolores has a Shopify store that she sells her brush sets on, and we have struggled a little bit with the basic template website builder that it comes with for creating the pages, and it can be a little bit clunky. But I believe they've got other apps that can kind of factor into that, and there's so many tutorials on YouTube on how to create an e-commerce Shopify store. I would look them up if that is where you want to go. The monthly fee I think it's around about $30 a month to start with them. And obviously, if you're not earning anything right away, it can put a lot of people off. Other options for building a store can be, I've come across hosting an AI website builder. The pros, it's brilliant for beginners. The AI can spin up a fully hosted store in minutes based on what you give it or what you want. It's affordable, and you can link one print-on-demand integration without touching WordPress if that's the route you want to go, if you want to host your website on Hostinger itself. Cons, it's limited if you later want advanced features or multiple integrations for print-on-demand. Just a note, some print-on-demand companies that I know do really well, good quality. Printify, they've also merged with Printful. Printful is quite big in the space as well as Printify, but they have merged. So Printify is a great one. And I know the quality from Printify, from who I've used out of their printers, has been good quality. Some people have got mixed reviews. So you just have to make sure that when you use the print-on-demand supplier, you are buying samples for yourself to check the quality before you start selling them. I know Gelato and Prodigy have great quality. Prodigy, I think, is based in the UK, EU, and they have printers in the US as well. They are quite focused on like art printing, photography, and things like that. Gelato is great for t-shirts, blankets, and everything. These are fantastic, and they have a huge product range. They're plug and play integrations with the likes of WooCommerce, which is on WordPress, or Shopify. But the cons, obviously you handle your own mock-ups and your marketing, but that also means higher margins and creative freedom. And with some of these print-on-demand suppliers, they can integrate with Etsy as well, which is a bonus. Another WordPress builder, if you're a little bit more savvy, Hostinger can also use their AI builder to create a WordPress website for you. It's like a one-click creation with WordPress. It'll help set up the WordPress for you, and it'll have the AI feature where it'll create the template and what you want it to look like. It's low cost. You still get total control of it. You can run multiple print-on-demand suppliers on WordPress using the WooCommerce plugin, and that integrates with a load of print-on-demand suppliers. You can also sell courses or digital downloads all under one roof, as well as if you are a handmade seller, you can also sell your physical products on there too. The cons, it is slightly more techy at first, but once it's set up, it's incredibly powerful for growth. And there's so many tutorials out there that'll help you. And then a few surface pattern related design and fabric markets. If your art lives in repeats or you create patterns for textiles, wallpaper, or giftware, places like Spoonflower is kind of like a print on demand as well. Whereas obviously your designs go up on Spoonflower and they will print on fabric and wallpaper and things that people buy from. The pros, it's one of the biggest fabric and wallpaper print on demand sites with built-in manufacturing global reach. The cons, commission margins are modest unless you build volume, and competition is quite high, but it's brilliant exposure for licensing and collaborations. Contrado and Pattern Bank are also worth a look for pattern designers exploring high-end or licensing routes. I know Contrado, they have some products where you can add your patterns to the products and they can be like all over repeats. So leggings and things like that, if that's something you wanted to sell. If you sell digital products and creative assets, let's say you sell digital brushes, templates, or downloads, you can use PayHip, which is super friendly for beginners. It's free to use. They just take a transaction fee every time you sell. They don't take any monthly payments or annual payments. It's only when you sell something they take a percentage. You can pay a plan, so you don't have to pay so much transaction fee, but it's still great for getting started. I started with PayHip after my WordPress site was going down a rabbit hole with a different business I had. But PayHip was great when I started my second business. Padilla is also great for courses and digital downloads as well. Gumroad, great for digital downloads. Ko-Fi shops as well. Creative Market is another one. The pros is they're low fees, so no coding needed, instant delivery. Cons, smaller built-in audiences. You'll rely on your own marketing a lot more, which you should do anyway, no matter where you sell. These are perfect if you want to start small and build more passive income streams. Handmade marketplaces by region, there are a few. So Folksy is more UK. The pros is it's a lovely handmade only platform with a supportive British buyer base. Cons, it's smaller traffic than Etsy, but great for artists who value authenticity and community. Make a Place by Michaels, which is based in the US. The pros, it's new and backed by a major craft retailer, which could grow quickly in 2026, 2027. The cons, it's still early days. There is limited data on traffic or fees yet, but worth watching if you're in the US handmade scene. And remember, this isn't about ditching Etsy overnight. It's about building resilience. Pick one or two that fit your products and test for 30 days. See where the traffic and conversions come from before adding more. You want to build up some sales on these platforms first. That's how you're better off going. So how to experiment without the overwhelm. Start by duplicating your top 5 Etsy listings to a new platform. Keep a simple tracking sheet for views and sales. Use AI or templates to batch mockups and descriptions. Give it a month to gain traction before deciding. Remember, it's a test, not a mass migration. And see where it goes first. Then decide whether you want to carry on with that platform or you want to add another one. I would always say to create your own website, whether that is a super simple one using PayHip or using the likes of Hostinger, which is hosting your website and helping you create it with a website builder. or the likes of Shopify, if you don't mind paying the monthly fee and figuring it out a little bit more with the e-commerce features. Then we have how to market your physical and print-on-demand products off-platform. This is where we turn your listings into an audience, because posting a product online and hoping it sells is a bit like whispering in a crowded room. Let's give your art a megaphone instead. Pinterest, SEO, and boards. Pinterest is basically Google for visual people, so it's brilliant for artists, designers, and makers. Start by creating boards that match what people are already searching for, like gifts for nature lovers, cozy winter home decor, or cottagecore wall art, whatever your products are centered around. When you upload pins, think of them like little breadcrumbs that lead back to your shop. Use the words your buyers would actually type, not fancy art terms. If you're selling mugs, pin them with titles such as Funny Mug for Book Lovers rather than Ceramic Typography Design. Simple language wins with Pinterest. Pinterest loves consistency, so try to upload or repin new mockups once or twice a week. You can schedule ahead with the Tailwind scheduling platform, or even inside Pinterest now, so it doesn't have to eat your time. Every time you list a new product, make sure you are putting pins up of that product. Then email marketing, which can work so well with Pinterest as well. Now, I know email marketing can sound scary or a bit too businessy, but honestly, it's just chatting with people who already like your work. You can collect emails in all sorts of low pressure ways. Add a small sign up form or a QR code at your craft stall that says something like get 10% off your next order, or join my studio newsletter for first dibs on new designs or new cozy mugs or whatever. Add the same QR code to your packaging or thank you cards. Send a friendly email once a month, or I would recommend once a week or bi-weekly if you can. It depends on your audience and what their cadence is for receiving emails. If you start getting a load of unsubscribes, that could mean that you're sending too often or too little. But you still need to test the subject lines as well. What you want to do is tell a short story, share what inspired your latest pieces, or show a behind the scenes photo from your workspace or craft fairs or any in-person events. Make sure you're showing mock-ups of your products being used or lifestyle images of them. You can use AI so well with the likes of Kittle to create them. I do go into that in a video in my holiday workshop. Finish with one clear link that says shop this collection here, and it doesn't have to be polished. People just love feeling part of the process. And social storytelling. Social media isn't just for posting the end results, although that really will help because people seeing your products consistently is going to help sell. It's also for showing the journey. Instead of filling your feed with buy now posts, show the making part as well. But there needs to be a balance. You need to tell your story. You need to share your values and your beliefs, your hobbies, why you got into your business, why you create what you create. That builds the connection and people will resonate with that. There are a couple of social media experts in the art field that go into a little bit more on how to post better for attracting the right buyers. I will have to link some of them in the description. Post short time lapses of you sketching or mixing colors, pressing your product labels, packaging up your products. Those ones do really well. Talk about who the piece was made for. Maybe I designed this for a fellow night owl to work best at midnight. That story instantly connects with someone scrolling. I created this handmade mug with my cute inspired theme for those who love winter or something like that. And always tag or link clearly in your caption. Don't make people go hunting where to buy. Instagram is a little different. You can't directly link in captions unless you're doing it in your stories. You can do the link with the link sticker. You can do that. Stories are a great way to sell on social media with Instagram and even Facebook as well. Using the link sticker is great to send them to your latest products. And use the link in bio as well. Don't make people go hunting for it. QR codes everywhere. These little black and white squares are your secret offline weapon. I wish I'd knew more about them when I first started doing craft fairs. You can create one for free on Canva, or I think there's an app called Monkey as well. You can print it on business cards, packaging, or market signage. When someone scans it, they go straight to a link in bio page or a simple landing page, or directly to your latest products. You can send them directly to that so they know where to go. And it saves them typing and makes impulse buying much more effortless. Seasonal drops and bundles. People love the feeling of discovering something limited. You can group your existing products into themed collections like Winter Studio Bundle, Self-Care Gift Set, or Creative Starter Pack. You're not adding more work, you're repackaging what you already have. And because it's seasonal or limited, you can build gentle urgency without slashing prices. Add a countdown in your emails or posts like available until Sunday or only 10 sets left. There's a maker on Instagram who I follow, and she is brilliant at doing this because she creates a load of these custom handmade gorgeous mugs, and she'll create a big batch of these mugs. And what she'll do is she'll wait to sell them until she's finished with the batch. Once they're all done and ready to sell, she will give people a teaser. She does a broadcast in the Instagram and she gives people a teaser to let them know when the stock's going to drop in her shop. And she'll give them a deadline of when that'll go live. She creates them all on a website. She then makes them all live for that week. She'll let people know and they will instantly go and buy, and they sell out so quick. I have missed so many product drops because I'm not quick enough or I don't have the money at that minute to spend on these gorgeous, very cool handmade mugs that she creates, which are obviously priced at the correct price because she spends so much time on these mugs and they're gorgeously handmade. And cross promotion across products. So if you've already designed something you love, don't stop at one format. Turn that illustration into print, a mug, a notebook cover, maybe even a tote bag, a t-shirt or a sweatshirt, and then photograph them together as a lifestyle scene. When shoppers see your design across multiple products, it tells them you've built a brand, not just a one-off item. It helps you repurpose your designs. So whether you're pinning, emailing, or handing out QR-coded cards at craft fairs, remember this. Every single listing is a tiny billboard for your brand. The more places you show it with personality and purpose, the more chances your art has to find its perfect home. Algorithms will come and go, but your creativity and community are what keep you in business. Algorithms can change overnight, but your relationship with your audience is your real algorithm. Keep experimenting, keep showing up, because your creativity always finds a way. If you'd like help planning your holiday promotions or email marketing, grab my holiday email toolkit for creatives. It will be linked in the show notes. It's packed with plug and play templates for artists, handmade sellers, digital creators. And if you want deeper step-by-step map for seasonal sales, you can still catch my holiday sales prep workshop replay on my YouTube channel. I will also link that in the description and the show notes. Thank you so much for listening to the Creative Juggle Joy podcast. If today's episode gave you a few light bulb moments, please share it with another creative who'd love a dose of encouragement. You can find all the links and resources mentioned today in the show notes. Until next time, keep creating, keep juggling, and most importantly, keep finding joy in the process.